welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is Education with Aditi. So today we are going to study about Class 6 NCERT Honeysuckle Book English Poem number 8 Vocation. So let us start. It is on your page number 109 in your NCERT book. Vocation. On your way to school or market, you see many people at work. In pairs, discuss what you have noticed, then read this poem. You may read it aloud with your partner if you like. So let us start. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, means when the bell rings 10 o'clock in the morning, then I walk to school by my street. Every day I meet a hawker crying bangles, crystal bangles. So every day he meet a person who sells bangles, crystal bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. So he's saying that the hawker has no hurry to come back to home. He has no road to take. He has no place to go to. The time as he like, then he can come at his home. So I wish I were a hawker spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. So he is saying that I wish that I would also a hawker. I would also be a hawker. I would be spending the time on the roads by selling bangles, crystal bangles. I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. So he can see from the gate that the gardener is digging the ground in the garden. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody take him to task. If he is baked in the sun or gets wet, he is saying that now that he want to play, then he can play in the mud. If he gets dirty, then nobody is there to say him. But if the child gets dirty, then his or her mother will shout on him. So nobody takes him to task. So nobody is taking him to the task. If he gets baked in the sun or gets wet, if he is standing in the sun or has got wet. I wish I were a gardener digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. So he is thinking now that I would be a gardener so that nobody should stop me from digging the ground. Just as it gets dark in the evening, my mother sends me to the bed. So he is saying that like in the evening early, so when it is dark, so his mother sent him to the bed. I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. So from his room window he can see that there is a watchman who is moving up and down. So the lane is dark and lonely and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. So when the street is dark and nobody is there, then the street lamp stands like this with a giant one red eye. Means that the bulb in it, he thought that is a bulb. Means that is a one big red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side and never once goes to bed in his life. So he is saying that the watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow like in dark. If we walk in our street, so our shadow is also there. So he never goes to bed. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So he is saying that I would also be a watchman so that I would also walk all the sheets in the night, and I would be liking to tease my shadow by my lighting. So let us get started with word meanings. So now we have written the word meanings of poem vocation. So the first word is gong. Gong means a round metal plate which produces a deep and echoing sound when struck. Second is lane, a narrow especially in rural areas. Hawker, a person who sells goods in public places. Bangles, an ornament basically worn by girls around their wrist. Crystal bangles, bangles made of transparent glass. Gardener, a person who cultivates a garden and look after it. Soils, making dirt. So, thank you all of you. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs like and please subscribe my YouTube channel.